yeah, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back, do-do-do. Blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak.
Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Heads out on the bootleg. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. And he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's out the 34.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A pickup of 17. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. For the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
And not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Now looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's what falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it's 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. Offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 ready. Ready.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Ready up.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go. 52 blue. Switch yellow. Ready?
They run again with Hubbard. Next Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Okay, ready?
Third down, and they need to get 10.
Let's go now. Set, go.
No throw, third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and his stride is already in enemy territory.
Here we go. 6, Bravo leading.
On 1st down, Warren. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
From the gun on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Rejected by the crossbar. It's no good. And we continue to await our opening score in this ball game.
That fooled me. He had it online. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Set. 50, green. Set.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. Looks through and breaks away. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 45, 5, 6. Hut.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive. The quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
That's slow and bounces short of his man.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ready. Put.
Throwing now off the play action. Looking right, and he finds it. He's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Ready.
Third down run with Brooks. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
10 cycles. Ready, ready. Red 38. Striker 3-3. Set.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow 43. Ready.
Setting up to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Juan Thornhill takes it away. And the Steelers will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it up 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Secures this at the 17. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 10 black, ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They have it on 2nd and short.
Down. 60 red. 60 red. Set, huh?
Here's a give to Hubbard. Space pass to 35. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Let's go now. Set.
They'll go play action on first down. Throw is there for Jatavion Sanders. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to bring up for Carolina first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
First and 10. It's Hubbard. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Got it.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 52 blue. Set.
He's going to throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
50.
They'll go play action. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Patrick Queen and pick it off. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now. And I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting free throw, bat and baseball, like you grip it tight and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
The right side cut by Wilson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Steelers have a first down. Warren here from the gun. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And he goes. The Panthers got it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. It can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes it in at the 21. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
these big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Down. 10 black. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. Kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Set cut. Set cut.
Got his man. This is McMillan. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Blue check. Black up. Yellow. Line. Set.
Clean up that other pistol. Here's Hubbard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Ready.
He's going to throw this one. Throw left side. Complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Black hold. Come on. Set.
Back to throw now. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Matt Ariza on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. He has it at the 13. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Hits him on the out route. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Now we give to Warren, coming right. Galloping inside the 40. And they are all the way into that red zone.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory in this series with points.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And they add an on tax.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Xavier Leggett. Making some progress here. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Had an injury on that previous play, Brock. That looks like Xavier Leggett, who's getting some help from the medical staff. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, set, cut.
They're going play action. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Ready. 52 blue. Set.
He'll look to throw. He loses the football. And the Steelers get to it. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Caught by Washington, left side. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Nose caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Left side, caught by Metcalf. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Leggett with a return here. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive.
Set, hut, shot, 76-50, green. 6, mega. Ready?
Pass play on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Man, he has already been burned twice in this opening half, Brock, and that probably should have been the trifecta, just avoiding his 3rd interception.
Yeah, he's going to have to look in the mirror and make some serious adjustments here, because that third pick, if he keeps making these kind of decisions, yeah, that third pick's a coming. You cannot be this careless with the football.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant, because this receiver, he can take the lid off the defense at any time.
His run, that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's fourth down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Another punt coming up. Matt Ariza to do the honors once again. Starts the return at the 34. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Ready up.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. One final shot before the half. He's going to push one deep down the right. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Now Boswell on to send this away. Jimmy Horn here on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
Yellow. Come on, set. Set.
Start of this third quarter, it's Hubbard. Oh, the football's loose. Steelers have it, headed the other way. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Warren running between the tackles. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Finds his back. Jalen Warren. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Needed. This is 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, he'll throw. It's caught by Wilson. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 6-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Heads out on the bootleg. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. Try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Still sticking with the passing game. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Third down from the gun. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. Now Boswell on to send this away. Baker with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it.
Okay, can I be honest with you about something right here? Really curious about young quarterbacks when they struggle. And there's part of me that, yeah, this isn't great. He's going through tremendous adversity. But I love that he continues to be aggressive.
First and 10 from the 43. They toss to Warren, running right. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the air now on first and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
It's second down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
For the field goal, a 39-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Baker with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Buying some time right. He's keeping it.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Ready. Red 38. Hut, hut.
On second down, it's Hubbard. And he'll get it up to the 44. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps D-Stride moving.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it. But these are the kind of gains by the running back to keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Set, ready. 52 blue. Hut.
They'll throw it here on first. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Xavier Legette the target on that throw. And now they face second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Ready, ready.
They'll go play action. That's incomplete left side. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Blue 32. Set.
Here he goes, third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up fourth and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Oh, and they fake it. Oh, boy, it's intercepted on the fake. And the Steelers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
By the Steelers at their own 37-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. Throwing now off the play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. Dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
On the set.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Ready, ready. 10 black. Ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this gain almost goes all the way for that first down. He gets it up to the 26.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man. This is McMillan. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
It's a gain of 2.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field.
Massive hit. The ball's out. And the Steelers get to it. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, then they're going to give you a shot at and get a body on it for the recovery.
Trying an inside give to Ward. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That one gains 7. And the Steelers have a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Steelers.
Not quickly, it's Metcalf. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule. Makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Here we go.
And going play action. Headed out right. He tucks it and takes off. And we might be close to this lead growing again. And that play gives him a 1st and goal. They get an even 10 on that play. And now they have a 1st and goal. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Steelers with it to begin the 4th, and this game entering blowout territory. You go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation.
Tag. Cougar 19. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
That's one you watch the next day, and as a quarterback, you want that throwback. Quarterbacks are perfectionists, and when it's caught just out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little more accurate.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep running away with this. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
33. Yellow. Ready?
Now throw to start the drive. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Cuts. This is Xavier Leggett. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there.
Down. 52 blue. Black ultra. Ready.
Looking in the air here. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Desperation time here on 4th. He connects downfield. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go. Set, huh?
He'll go with a design keeper. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ready. 45, black shot. Set.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
50, green. White. Hut.
Desperation time here. Throw is caught. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here with Warren. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You pin him back. It's a terrible field position. They run the ball, but they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
Back now, pressure coming. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And their fourth sack of the game right there brings up second down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
They're going to throw out of the gun. It's caught right side by Fryermuth. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run now with Warren. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now. They'll throw 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Okay, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Boswell able to knock it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
He gets with a return here. This makes it up to the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 45, wide. Ready, ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers just want to get out of here with how this one is gone.
Ready, ready.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Down. Ready.
Looks on the counter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
22. Ready?
Dive play straight ahead. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a quick hitter to the big guy. And that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Come on, set. 52, blue. Set.
They're throwing it. Flushed out of the pocket. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
One final shot here. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.